Hello, everyone. This is Babamots. Welcome to some more Homeworlds commentary from the 2024 Great Homeworlds Tournament. This time I've got SimonNaar and YaiHar. This is the first of their games from the finals that I'm casting. Okay, Simon going first. Again, taking non-Gemini, being a traditionalist like myself. Blue-red banker. YaiHar taking yellow-blue Gemini. Being one of those hip modern players. Okay, trading for yellow right away, not the blue. Or if YaiHar take blue. No, both players passing up the short road to the mediums here. Both players building again in the color that they traded to. Looks a little bit like they're hoping that the other will fall desperately behind in that color. Simon moving out to a large red. That's interesting because you can't build it a red. I wonder if they're trying to preemptively take the large reds out of the bank so that the analogy in my head for doing this is always they're taking away the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. YaiHar is going to have to work their way through the smalls and mediums to get to the reds, and if Simon can take all of the large reds out of the bank, then the big payout has been taken away. Okay, YaiHar accelerating the reds by taking the little red out of the bank. We've seen that before this finals. I like that technique a lot, by the way. Simon just builds the last small yellow. YaiHar probably gonna start getting the mediums, yeah, with the shopping spree. And Simon, yeah, Simon can also do a shopping spree. Oh, you know, all right. Simon, another reason to take the large red here is that if YaiHar invades Altair, then Simon will be able to attack, capture incoming ships if Simon just has a piece big enough. But of course, YaiHar's got mediums and Simon does not, so YaiHar could come in with a medium. YaiHar trading out their large for green, putting this R3 back in the bank. Simon could discover that one too. They do. They do. That looks kind of silly. Um, so Simon has successfully kept the additional large reds out of YaiHar's hands, but YaiHar can just invade one of these with the medium red, and or YaiHar could trade the medium red for yellow, the color Simon's starting to lock down here. So this looks interesting, and it's a good lesson in don't forget that you can, if you want to take all of three larges of some color out of the bank as stars, you got to start early. But these colonies are vulnerable, and Simon hasn't made a lot of progress in their own economy here. What I would have suggested, on this most recent turn or even the turn before that, was that Simon should have done the same as YaiHar. They should have done the shopping spree, built the last two medium yellows, and built a large yellow, so YaiHar would only be able to get into the yellows by trading a large. If they did that immediately, of course, that would have to be in their home, and Simon could, with mediums, with so many yellows, and these large systems being connected to YaiHar's home, Simon could have overpopulated YaiHar's mothership. And yeah, Simon would have access to the larges, and they'd be on pretty equal ground. But Simon went too defensive here, I think. YaiHar, yeah, trading out for a yellow. And Yeah, Simon's situation looking kind of funny now. Simon can keep building green back at home, but they've lost the ability to build yellows. And they certainly don't have any mediums that they could trade for that medium red and start equalizing the economy. YaiHar gets to rebuild that medium. Pretty sure that's the right move. Okay, sacrificing the G1 to build that medium yellow. Okay, that puts YaiHar's star in danger, and it now protects one of these colonies. YaiHar would have to invade with a large, which I think YaiHar shouldn't be too shy about doing, honestly. Since Simon can't leave their homeworld with mothership to counterattack or anything. Yeah, YaiHar says I've managed to get one yellow, so if you want to help me by cleaning out the last medium, then I'll just move to a green system. Be prepared to build more larges. Thank you. And YaiHar does in fact build that large. Simon has to keep building one ship per... Oh, okay. So having moved a Y1 back home, I was going to say if Simon sacrifices this one too, they're building one ship every 2 turns, which is pretty painful. But yeah, moving the Y1 back home, Simon can sacrifice... Well, Simon might want to consider sacrificing the G3 to get both of the yellows out of the bank, just to not have this problem. Well, yeah, Simon might want to sacrifice G3 to get both yellows at once so that YaiHar can't build anymore. YaiHar not wanting to wait around for that. Moving into Altair. Simon still hasn't got a medium ship to his... Oh, no, yeah, he does. Simon's got a medium, just not a large. Not a flagship. Okay. And the YaiHar has got an investment now. Green ship at a large star. The YaiHar's got pretty good control of the... Well, excellent control of the red economy. Other than Simon's got a couple of red stars. Simon building a bunch of green and leaving that Y3 in the bank. Simon may have in mind that it's okay, they think, okay, YaiHar can capture this Y2, but then I'm going to sacrifice a G1 to build Y3 out here somewhere. And then YaiHar's going to have to defend. I don't think that's worth losing a medium like this. I think Simon is better off running away. No, okay, Simon commits to this. And obviously I didn't make it to the finals, so these both players are going to see a lot of things I don't. YaiHar obviously captures. Simon trading out for blue? Not building the Y3s? Oh, Simon, I don't see what you're up to here. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind they should be picking up some of the Y3s. So just a moment ago, okay. No. Okay. All right, Simon, you're ahead of me on this one. So let's see if I can find my whiteboard. How does this work again? Okay. So back when the blue was yellow, Simon was actually in check. If YaiHar sacrifices Y3, they move everything into Simon's home. Move in 2 yellows, overpopulates the yellows, and moves in the G3. It overpopulates the greens. Simon loses. Okay, so Simon definitely needed to do something about that. And my idea to sacrifice a G1 to build a Y3 out here someplace was no good because they've got a very similar problem where the Y3 sacrifice brings in the 2 yellows for the overpopulation. They bring in the G3 that leaves Simon with 3 greens in their homeworld, nothing else. They're going to lose to capture unless they build another green to overpopulate, and then they will have no ships in their homeworld. So that was no good. All right, so YaiHar gets away with one of the Y3s. Simon should get the other. Oh, no, Simon. You need to build that in one of your colonies. I think. Yeah, so I think Simon needs to put that in one of their colonies so that it's threatening to move into YaiHar's home. Well, Simon doesn't have any reds, so it doesn't really matter if they move it into YaiHar's home. But it would defend the colony. It wouldn't be in so much danger of overpopulation. Simon's here, these Y3s are, these yellows are, I guess it's not that big of a danger. Well, yeah, if YaiHar moves in a Y3, Simon's got to capture it. And then YaiHar moves in one of the Y2s. Simon has lost their second large. YaiHar loses a large, but YaiHar's got 2 of them. So YaiHar, in my mind, is still very much ahead. And if Simon had built that Y3 in one of these colonies, they could move it into Betelgeuse and, start causing some trouble. Because at Betelgeuse, the star is red, so Simon could actually attack something. YaiHar might choose to move in their R1 from their home to send it supernova, and, YaiHar will have lost their iron grip on the reds, though Simon would lose the Y3. Yeah, I still think the colonies are the better move here. Okay, YaiHar starting to get the greens. Simon should move one of those greens. They could do something funny like move it into Altair, hoping to build into an overpopulation. Sacrificing your second large ship for the green overpopulation? Okay, my gut reaction was yuck, because you're voluntarily going back down to 1 large against 2. But it does put the Y3 back in the bank, and Simon isn't in a great position to, or YaiHar's not in a great position to build that. If they build it in Electra, Simon overpopulates with a small. That's not so bad. YaiHar sacrificing Y2 to, oh, okay, I didn't see exactly what happened here. They scattered, moved their ships around, discovered the G3, put the R3, okay, I think the point was to put the R3 star back in the bank and prepare to build it here. And Simon thinking about discovering it. Yeah, they've got their little yellows occupying the R3 stars again, but there's no reason YaiHar can't do the same game, move into one of them and eventually put it back in the bank, preparing to build. Simon swaps that blue back out for yellow. YaiHar's going to get to build that medium red. That's pretty nice. Oh, building the Y2. Oh yeah, Simon could overpopulate, but they'd lose their mothership. Building it out here in this colony is safer in a way. Simon going back to building the greens. YaiHar's not destitute of greens, though. YaiHar, yeah, invading the colony. They can capture that little guy or drive him away. Drives him away, discovers the R2, so YaiHar can't build that now. YaiHar sacrifices the Y2. Where are we going? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I'd been thinking about this for a while, that Simon doesn't have an R2, and so a double large invasion would be more than Simon could handle. But my thought all along was that that's the double large invasion is always going to put a yellow in the bank, and until Simon has a large of a different color that's not yellow, Simon can just... Did I say something? I get the names mixed up. Okay, if YaiHar sacrificed the Y2, that's going to put the Y2 back in the bank, so Simon can build into an overpopulation of these large yellows, but that's all of YaiHar's large ships and all of Simon's large ships. So my initial thought is, oh, well, even Stevens, nobody's got a large ship, except Simon doesn't have any mediums either, and won't be able to get any by the time that YaiHar can move in. So Simon can build into an overpopulation here. No, okay, so they just resign. So Simon can build into an overpopulation. These guys are wiped out. Simon's got no medium ships. YaiHar moves in with, let's say, the Y2. A medium's as good as a large here. When Simon can't capture it, Simon can bring back, one yellow ship, but YaiHar can capture. YaiHar will capture everything faster than Simon can build or reinforce with it. Okay, wow. Yeah, YaiHar's really, really good. YaiHar's an anomaly. Somebody's got to catch him. And Simon, of course, being no slouch. A few things I think Simon could have done better here. But yeah, thanks to both guys for playing. Thanks to you for watching. And I got to update my scoreboard. Who went first in this game? Simon went first. So that goes on this line. YaiHar won. YaiHar's up to 3 points. And at this point, I think YaiHar's guaranteed a first place win. No, let's see. So Simon could still, if Simon wins both of their games, we'd have a tie for first and we'd have a playoff. Okay, so let's do YaiHar versus Simon next. Reverse the play order. That's it. Thanks for watching.